What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Marvel Legends Gamestop exclusive Deadpool Back in Black! Hope you dug my little Brian Johnson AC/DC tribute there. And apologies if I hurt your ears, but I felt like this exclusive Deadpool deserved a little AC/DC action there. So this is pretty much like a repaint with I guess a couple of new things in there. I'm not even sure if it's new, but it's pretty cool. I really like it. It was hard to find, so distribution's been all over the place for this figure so far. It's a GameStop exclusive, as I said at the top. And not every one of the GameStops around me, at least, has gotten it. I had to take quite a little drive to find mine. So and I had a pre-order in at a different GameStop, and they just weren't getting it. So when I saw it was available at one that was rather close-ish, I took a ride and got it. Just didn't want to wait, So and they were able to transfer over my my pre-order. My $5 pre-order, so yeah, not bad. If that's something you guys want to do, you can do that at GameStop if you didn't know. Anywho, this is my preferred, after trying out all the little extras and whatnot, this is my preferred way to display this guy, I think. With the tentacles, maybe aligned a little differently, who knows, because the swords are very, very hard to have them stay in those hands, but I do like the more claw hands for him. Definitely that, more venomy head. And I don't have experience with where this head and the head that comes on him, the regular head. This is, I believe, it's a repaint of, it's not a Deadpool. It's not the Deadpool head. But it's another masked character's head. I want to say Speed Demon? Possibly? Is that even a character? But there is another masked guy, and I think that's the head that this comes from. I could be wrong there. I definitely don't think it's a Deadpool head. I don't have that figure hand. It's definitely not, because it doesn't have anything on the back. But yeah, it's a little plain. I will put it on him in a second. But I just want to show you what else it comes with. It comes with a Spidey Thwip hand. Definitely don't have any use for that. Don't really want to use it for that. Then it does come with 2 holding hands for either side. If you want to put the blades in his hands, I don't mind that idea, because it's so hard to keep him there. But it's so cool to have the blades held by the, the symbiote tentacles. I think that's really cool. And as you can see, they don't hold very well. I do like Deadpool's swords and this color scheme. It's really cool. This translucent pink color scheme. It's like a lightsaber type of deal. I think it looks really nice. I really do, and I think it just I don't know, it just pops, with a black and white figure. Just very nice looking. So I dig those. That's very cool. Now let's bring in Deadpool here, or Venompool, I believe, is what they call him in the comics. I don't know. I haven't read any Deadpool comic in quite a while, and I loved Deadpool comics back in the day, so but yeah, I haven't. But this looks cool. I like this head. I think this is Superior Venom. Is that a character? Is that the character, the head that this comes from? I'm not 100% sure. I will say that it feels a bit thin for this body. So yeah, this is like a standard Marvel Legends mold here for the body, like a Bucky cap, I think is what everybody always says. with different feet, I believe. So, but yeah, it stands a little weird, but like, it still looks cool. I really dig it, and it's just definitely more exciting than this head. But if you want to see that, it's an easy swap. Or maybe it's not. This head goes on very tightly. And that's how that head looks. It's just kind of boring to me. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do this head, I would like just plop out the tentacles, plop out the hands, and it actually does look better like this than with the tentacles with this head for whatever reason. But you know, you're getting it for this whole thing, I think. But there you go. That's what that looks like. I'll leave that head on for all the articulation, but let's look at this head more closely. And it's really cool. I like what they did around the eyes, and the teeth are nice and gnarly. I think that's really great and painted okay. You know, some dots on the eyes, but it's not so bad on the white parts. Overall, I think this head is really cool. I really dig it. And that's why I like it on him, you know? And you can definitely see it's like, it's smaller. And I wish it was bigger. But it is what it is. Now, the rest of him, I like the design here. It's a little bit different than normal Deadpool, but that's pretty cool. Almost like a Spider-Man type vibe, but different, you know? So I like that design. And then this is actually his little Deadpool belt is actually done in silver, which is cool. And it's sharp. It's very nice looking. Really well done there. The arms look good with the little going on there. That design looks good on both sides. The back, you continue with that motif. I like it. I think it's very nice. And then the way it goes down to his legs. The legs are a little bit sloppily done, as you can see. But it's alright, I guess. So, not bad. I mean, that's really all there is to talk about as far as, like, the paint and stuff. And the sculpt, again, is, like, very standard. So, it is what it is. The claws do look really good. I think I've seen these claws before, but I just can't. I don't think I have a figure with these claws, but they do seem very familiar. So if you guys know which figure they came with, let me know. His tentacles, I also don't know if they're new. I'd never picked up the Venom, the recent Venom, so I don't know if he came with something like this. So I don't know if this is new or if this is something that came with one of the various Venom type figures. So I haven't like messed around with most of those, and it just like pegs into his back, and it stays really well. And you can mess around with the way you want it, which is cool. You could do it up, you could do it one way, the other way. However you do it, it looks pretty awesome. So I really dig that. So you got a few options there to mess with. Very nice. Very cool. Articulation on this guy. Head's on that ball joint as you saw, so you got a good range of motion there. It's also hinged in there, so that's great. A lot of range of motion. Looks up and down really well. Hinge swivel at the shoulder. Bicep swivel, double joint and elbow. Standard Marvel art, Legends articulation here. Hinge swivel at the wrist. You got ab joint here. Not much of a ratchet on this one. It's very, very soft. I do dig it when it's like, you get a good click there, but it feels kind of loose, but not too loose. Waist swivel is very, very loose. Ball jointed. Hips there. You're not getting too much going out. Kicks fine. Back up, thigh swivel there, double jointed knee, boot cut, but there's no real boot here, it just goes straight down, and then ankle rocker and hinge. So, you know, good articulation. You know, definitely can never fault Marvel Legends for articulation. They got it where they need it, so it's very cool. That's a good looking figure. That is. I like it. Let's size them up with some other figures now. Let's get them standing up straight here. All right. Here's a Star Wars Black Series. So you can see it's much bigger than that. Let's maybe get a taller Star Wars Black Series. Not that much taller. So, that's interesting, right? About the just reviewed Leo Baller there. That's how he scales to that. Speaking of back in black, how about Hollywood Hulk Hogan here from Storm Collectibles? And let's get some other guys in black. How about it? Solitaire from Articulated Icons. And one more Storm Collectible here. Noob Saibot, the NYCC version. And then another spider character here. Revoltech Spider-Gwen. That's a pretty good scale. So there you go, guys. I dig this figure. You know, I think he looks good for guys that like are like way more into, and they've gotten a lot more Marvel Legends than I have. You know, I'm gonna put the other head I like back on. I think maybe this figure might bore you a little bit because it's so heavy of a retool, and it might not be worth the hassle of like tracking it down or the exclusiveness of it. Definitely don't think you should be paying scalper prices, and I think the scalpers actually have have hurt this figure's availability, because I've honestly heard some folks that are known scalpers have like ordered them in droves online, so I think that's hurt the availability a bit. But you know, stick with it. I think they'll show up eventually. I think a lot of those like major orders, when these people think they could order so many from GameStop, I think they're gonna get their orders canceled. So I just don't think they fulfill stuff, you know, like I've heard at least. At least I would hope not. But yeah, it's a cool figure. I dig it myself, so I'm glad I went out and got it. So very, very cool. I give it good marks for my purposes, at least. I dig them. All right, guys, that's all I got. Please let me know your thoughts on this one as well. Have you found it? Have you seen it at least? So let me know. Let's let more folks know where they can find it. I found mine in Brooklyn, New York. So, you know, let me know where you found yours. All right, so please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, peace out, peeps.